I still remember the exact moment my world fell apart. It was a Friday night. I was alone in my apartment, staring at my phone while rain hit the windows outside. Ethan had ignored my calls all day. That wasn't normal. No matter how busy he was, he always texted back eventually. But that night felt wrong. Then my phone buzzed. At first I smiled. I thought it was him. But it wasn't. It was a message from an unknown number. Check Instagram. Your boyfriend is trending. My stomach dropped. I opened the app with shaking hands, and there he was, Ethan, standing on stage at a nightclub with his arm around another girl while pictures of them flashed across a giant screen. Then the host grabbed the microphone. Looks like Ethan finally upgraded. The crowd laughed. Even the girl laughed. And Ethan, he didn't defend me. He just smiled. That video spread everywhere overnight. Thousands of people saw it. Some even tagged me in the comments. Girl, he embarrassed you publicly. I'd never recover from this. I felt sick. 3 years together, and this was how he ended it. Public humiliation. But Ethan didn't know he had just made the biggest mistake of his life. Because I wasn't going to stay silent. When I first met Ethan, he seemed perfect. Confident. Funny. Charming. The kind of guy who made everyone notice in the moment he walked into a room. At first, he treated me like I was everything to him. Flowers at work. Late night drives. Sweet messages every morning. I truly believed he loved me. But looking back now, the warning signs were always there. He lied about small things. He loved attention. And he cared too much about what people thought of him. Still, I ignored it all. Because love makes excuses for people. A few months before the breakup, Ethan started changing. He hit his phone more. Stayed out late. Sometimes disappeared for hours without answering. Whenever I asked questions, he laughed and said I was overthinking. And somehow, he always made me feel guilty for asking. That's the dangerous thing about manipulation. You start blaming yourself instead of seeing the truth. Then one day, I overheard him talking to his friend. She's too emotional, he said. I'm honestly bored. Those words crushed me. But even then, I stayed. I kept hoping the old Ethan would come back. I had no idea he was already planning to replace me publicly. The nightclub video was only the beginning. The next morning, Ethan finally called me. Not to apologize. Not to explain. To laugh. You're seriously upset over a joke, he said. A joke? You humiliated me in front of everyone. I told him. Then he said something I'll never forget. Relax. People forget fast. You'll survive. That sentence changed something inside me. Because in that moment, I realized he truly believed I was weak. He thought I would cry, disappear, and quietly accept the embarrassment. But while Ethan was busy showing off online, I started noticing something interesting. People around him weren't loyal. His friends talked too much. His business partners were frustrated. And the more I listened, the more secrets I discovered. Ethan had built his entire image on lies. Fake success. Fake money. Fake relationships. Online, he acted like a self-made entrepreneur. But behind the scenes, he owed people money. He copied other creators' work. And worst of all, he secretly used his girlfriend's family connections to get business deals. The same girlfriend he publicly upgraded to. Suddenly, everything made sense. Ethan used people, then discarded them when he found someone new. Even messages from people he had manipulated emotionally and professionally. The deeper I looked, the uglier things became. One night, an old friend of Ethan's contacted me privately. He betrays everyone eventually, he told me. That sentence stayed in my mind. Because I realized this wasn't just about me anymore. Ethan had spent years humiliating people while pretending to be successful online. And nobody ever challenged him. Until now. Ethan was preparing to launch a huge online business course. He promoted it everywhere, videos, podcasts, interviews. He kept bragging about becoming untouchable. Hundreds of people would be watching live, including sponsors, including investors, including the same followers he used to mock me publicly. And that's exactly where I decided the truth would appear. Saturday arrived. I sat in my apartment staring at the livestream countdown while my heart raced, so hard I could barely breathe. Part of me was terrified, but another part knew this was necessary. The live stream started. Ethan walked onto the stage, smiling confidently while people cheered for him. He looked untouchable. Just like always. Then everything changed. Comments flooded the live stream instantly. Wait, this is real. He copied everything. He lied to everyone. You could literally see panic appear on Ethan's face. He kept trying to smile through it, but the pressure kept growing. Sponsors started leaving the event. The live stream chat completely turned against him. Then his microphone suddenly cut out while organizers rushed backstage. For the first time in years, Ethan looked powerless. Not because I destroyed him, because the truth finally caught up to him. And honestly, that felt better than revenge. A few days later, Ethan disappeared from social media completely. Just silence. Meanwhile, something unexpected happened to me. Strangers told me my story helped them leave toxic relationships. Because I finally understood something important. Humiliation only controls you if you accept it. The moment you stop being ashamed, people lose power over you. Months later, Ethan sent me one final message. I never thought you'd fight back. I stared at that text for a long time. Then I deleted it without replying. Because closure doesn't always come from winning an argument. Sometimes it comes from realizing you survived someone who wanted you broken. And now, I'm happier than I've ever been. Not because Ethan failed, but because I finally learned my worth never depended on his approval. And maybe that's the real revenge people never expect. Moving on without hatred, living well while they watch from a distance. Because in the end, the people who humiliate others publicly usually end up exposing themselves eventually.